Are you thinking about starting a YouTube channel? Are you a newbie like myself? Or are you just curious of what it's like to start a YouTube channel? If that's you, well, today I'm going to share some helpful information that will help you along the way, because YouTube is not easy. Okay guys, before we actually get started, I do need to send out some special thanks. I do want to send a special shout out to the guys who always click the like button on every video and comment. This is very important for our engagement. You are actually getting the word out and bringing our content to new people. So thank you so much. If you are new here and haven't already, please make sure you tap the red subscribe button. Turn on the notifications bell and join the most positive vibes family here on YouTube. Listen, anyone can create a YouTube channel, but the hardest part about creating a successful YouTube channel is obtaining your first 1,000 subscribers. I have been told by many successful YouTubers, once you hit your 1,000 subscribers, it's like crazy. They begin to come in, they begin to flow, but you just have to reach that 1,000, and that's the hardest part. A little backstory on myself. I started my YouTube channel, well, I don't know if you would actually call it starting it, but I created my YouTube channel 5 years ago. I did nothing with it. And then when COVID-19 hit, I decided I wanted to do something with it. So about 4 weeks ago, maybe about 5, I posted my first video. I thought that YouTube was going to be a piece of cake. It was going to be easy. And this is why I thought it was going to be easy, because my favorite YouTubers, they make it so easy. They make it look easy. It just looks so easy to do. It's not that way. So I wanted to make a video that would help others. There are so many videos out there, but there were some things that were missing. So I wanted to give my experience. So I made a list of what I did, and then I made a list of what I should have done. The first thing I did was I jumped right into YouTube without any research. My first mistake. You hear this all the time, and it's so true. You need to do your research. Find out how YouTube works. You need to find out their requirements, what is expected from you in order for you to succeed. My second mistake was I had no direction. I didn't know what type of audience I wanted to reach. Figure out your channel type and the audience that you want to target. Once this is done, research. Start viewing other YouTube channels that have the audience that you are targeting. Take notes. That's really going to be helpful. My third mistake was I had no clue of the equipment that would be needed to start a YouTube channel to make it successful. I'm going to tell you what I started with. I thought that a ring light, a backdrop, and a ring light, a backdrop, and my iPhone 11 Pro Max would be all that I needed. Now, granted, many do use just those three, but I found that I needed more. I'll place a clip of the ring light that I started with. This was one of my biggest costly mistakes. You don't want to spend a lot of money that you don't have to spend. I purchased 2 ring lights. Here's why I purchased 2 ring lights. The first ring light that I purchased was too small. It was really small. And then I purchased a larger ring light. And you can get these ring lights anywhere. I purchased mine from Amazon. As I said, if I had did my research, I would have purchased I kind of wrote it down here. I would have purchased the GVM RGB LED lighting system. So I'm gonna put a clip in here. Some are wondering why I would choose to purchase the LED lights first. They just seem to work better for me. They're brighter. You can, instead of just having one ring light, you can actually sit two lights in back of you, or one on your one side. You can position them the way that you want to position them. They're just really nice. They have color to them. You can change the color. So it just has a lot of benefits. So I would have purchased those first, and I would not have purchased, and that's just me speaking, I wouldn't have purchased the ring lights. Another thing I did was I purchased a bunch of collapsible backdrops, thinking that that was going to work. It did not work for me. It didn't fit in the frame with my iPhone. What I ended up doing was actually purchasing the regular, the more reasonable backdrops. The big long ones, I'll place a picture there where they're really reasonable. So those fit for me. They were a fit. I didn't have to worry about cutting out and trying to make sure that you don't see the edges of the backdrop. So this would save you some money. You can just get a simple backdrop from Amazon or your choice, wherever you choose to purchase one from. Now, I do have to say this. If you are going to go with the more reasonable ones from Amazon, like the one I have in the back, you will need the kit, the stand for it. When I created my first YouTube video and I uploaded it to my channel, I received a lot of feedback. They could not hear me. They couldn't hear me. They kept saying the volume is low. If you want to go back and check my first YouTube video, you will see that there was some complications with the volume. I didn't know what happened. I recorded just as normal, or I thought that I should, but the volume was low and it was a problem. That's when I realized that I needed a mic. But had I did my research, I would have had all of that together and I could have saved myself some time. Listen, needing a mic was a cost. So I had to do my research to see what would be the best one for me. Now, you definitely don't have to do this. If your setup is to your liking, then stick with it. Now, I decided to go with the Rode Wireless Go. Here's a picture of it, if you can see it. I decided to go with this. This is a microphone and it also has a receiver. It's portable. I actually have it on right now. I also went with the lavalier, and this is, it's a little professional wearable mic. You can attach that to this. You don't have to have this, but I just chose to have both, because what I can do is I can actually take this that I have that's right here, and instead of having this, I can clip this on a belt. I can put this, sit it aside, you know, on the table, and I can connect this and have this there and just have this right here as a mic on me, a little portable mic. So you can use both. I also went with the Interview Go. I thought that this would be nice to use when interviewing someone. So I kind of like that old school vibe. So I went with this. I love it. It works just fine. What you do, you actually take your Wireless Go, just your microphone part, and you place it inside. So it's just really handy. It works really good. Once again, you do not have to purchase this to make videos. I just wanted to upscale my videos and make sure that I did not have any more complications with the volume. Now listen, if you have some ideas, please comment, put them in the comments, because that's what this video is for, to help others, to keep them from making the same mistakes that we have made. So if you are a YouTuber and you have some information, please share it with us in the comment section. Now, there was another upgrade that I did do. I had been filming with my iPhone 11 Pro Max. I upgraded to the Sony Alpha 6400. The Sony was a good fit for me. It was what I was looking for. There are so many cameras out there. You have to do your research and find out what is going to be a good fit for you. Some may say it was reasonable. You can find it on Amazon, but when you start a YouTube channel, it doesn't matter how reasonable the price or others say that the price is. It becomes costly when you start upgrading. I thought it was reasonable. When you are coming out of your pocket for extra things, what may seem reasonable to someone else may not seem reasonable to you. So when I started searching, I found out that it was about $1,000, $1,100. It ranged in that field without taxes. And then your lenses. Those are additional. If you want that smoked out background, then you have to purchase a certain type of lens. I purchased the Sigma, I think it was, the Sigma. And it kind of gives that smoky background. I'll put all the information and also I'll link it so that you can see. So if you want to do some research on it, you can. But I chose that. Is it a great camera? It's a wonderful camera. Is it a great lens? Yes, it is. But you can wait if you do not have the resources for it now. So you can continue filming the way that you do. There are other options out there for you. Listen, I am aware that my camera settings are probably not set correctly. I'm new at this. You're learning so much. And that's another thing I want to say. You're learning so much. You're learning about YouTube. You're learning how to operate different equipment. And it's a lot. So in learning, I have never owned a professional camera. So I am watching all type of videos to learn how to use it. So listen, if you are watching me and you have some advice and you can help me, put it down in the comments. I welcome it because we're going to need all of that. You need all of that help to have a successful channel. It's definitely a journey, an exhausting one sometimes. You're learning so much, as I said, and there's going to be days that you're going to feel like my brain can't take another thought, but you will get through it. Another error I made is I purchased a gimbal from Apple. It's not that the gimbal was bad, it was awesome, but I purchased the gimbal, it was for my iPhone, not knowing that I would be upgrading. Once again, research. That gimbal wasn't cheap. It was over $100. I mean, maybe about $130 from Apple, plus taxes. Now, I was blessed. I didn't have to spend any extra money for a gimbal. Someone purchased one for me as a gift, and it's for a camera. So it fits my Sony a64 perfectly. So if you are going to be vlogging, you're going to need a gimbal. You need to have a plan that will include where you will be filming. If possible, choose a room with many windows. Natural light is honestly the best light, but you have to catch it. Natural light is not dependable, so you cannot plan to film every day at a certain time if you're going to be just using natural light. So you need to take that into consideration as well. Know what editing software that you are going to use. Now with me, I had no clue. That's the purpose of this video, to help you not make the same mistakes that I have made. When I first started editing, I started with iMovie. If you have an iPhone, an iPad, if you have a MacBook, you have iMovie. Then I moved on to Final Cut Pro. Now there are a ton of editing software. I don't know every name, but you have to research and find out which will be best for you. Listen, listen, listen. You are going to need a thumbnail. I cannot say this enough. This is something I wish that I had known with my first and my second video. That thumbnail is going to be what attracts people and make them want to click on your video to view it. So you're going to need something exciting. I like to say a clickbait. Do not, I cannot say this enough, do not focus on other YouTubers' channels. Do not focus on their channels, because if you focus on their channels, it can cause you to be discouraged because you're looking at their views, how many views they have. You are looking at how many subscribers that they have. You are not them, and you have to recognize and understand that this is a process. Just focus on yourself. I was watching all of my favorite YouTubers, thinking that I'm them, and wondering why I am not growing as fast as they are. And one thing you have to realize, some of them have been on YouTube for many years, and it took time. So once you realize that this is a process, it'll go a lot smoother for you. Okay, so I'm gonna stop. You have to have thick skin. You really do if you are going to do YouTube videos. If you're gonna be on YouTube, you have to have some thick skin. You cannot be sensitive. I received my first negative comment. I have no clue why. And I left that comment. I left it on. There was a reason why I left it on. I left that comment on because I needed YouTube to know that there was interaction on my videos. So it can help you as well. You have to read it, get past it. Don't let it bother you. It didn't bother me one bit. I just was curious why they left the video. But hey, everybody has different views. So you have to be open to that. Everybody is not going to like your videos. Everybody is not going to give it a thumbs up. Once you realize that, you can go on and you can move on smoothly. Just to back up just a little, you can also use those comments to show love. You can show love to them. So when they are saying nasty things, you have an opportunity to also show love, just as I did. I need to go back just a little bit. The negative comments are not hurting you. They're actually helping you. So welcome them. Allow YouTube to see that others are engaging, whether it be positive or negative. So let's take a moment to thank all who comment on our videos. Thank you. You also need to be consistent. Pick a day or days that you are going to upload your videos. Let your followers know that you are here and these are the days that my videos will be uploaded. Try your best to stick to that schedule. Most of all, stay encouraged. Before I go, I want to also say, if you are going to purchase a camera, you need a tripod for your camera. So I don't want to leave that out. If you are going to purchase a camera, you are going to need a tripod for your camera. You can get that. I purchased mine from Amazon. It must have been maybe about $29. So it wasn't much. But if you are going to purchase a camera, you're going to need that. Even if you're going to use your phone, it's helpful to have some type of tripod. If you have some other information that would be helpful, please leave it in the comment section. And for those who are thinking about starting a YouTube channel, I really hope that this helped you. And for my newbies like myself, it's not easy, but stay encouraged, keep those positive vibes going, and it will get better. And for those who are curious, you now have some insight from a beginner. You know that it's not easy, and please be patient with us. Please do not forget to subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell so that you can stay in the Positive Vibes family loop. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up.